there hasn't been a new asset class since the bond market was created in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it is the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good to see you guys. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Let me see if I cannot do something until we get some people on. See if we can't do something real quick for you guys. And it is a great day to be in the digital asset space. That, my friends, is without question. Really excited. Let me see if I can do this. Hope everyone is having a great day. Let me see this. Can I do this? There it is. There it is. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're excited about being an early adopter in this entirely new asset class that is the digital asset space. I hope you guys are excited about that. Let's see. I don't want that. I know. Cutting it close. There it is. Really excited about that. I gotta tell you. Early adopting an entirely new asset class? When does that ever happen? I mean, not only are we able to participate in purchasing and acquiring and accumulating the asset, but we're also able to invest in the protocol. Imagine being able to invest in HTTP or STMP. Imagine being able to invest in TCIP. Never ever in the history of business and finance have we been able, the average Joe and Jane, been able to invest in the protocol. And we're early to the game, guys. We're early to the game. And like I said before, I hope for you this is a head up, shoulders back moment for you in your life. Why? Because you're an early adopter in an entirely new asset class. That is the digital asset space, right? You and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And we're winning, right? We're winning. So if you own the top 10 digital assets, if you own the top 20 digital assets, you're winning. Guys, you're playing a game that the masses don't even know is being played. And you're winning. I mean, we're in a really blessed spot. And if you're the XRP hodler, you're winning, right? If you own Cardano, you're winning. If you own some BTC, some Bitcoin, you're winning. If you own some Ethereum, you're winning. If you own some Litecoin, you're winning. In my humble opinion, if you own the top 20 digital assets, you're winning, right? Hedge funds, institutions, Wall Street don't own some of the assets that you, my friends, that you own. I hope you get that. I hope you get that, and I hope you embrace that, and I hope you accept that, and I hope you take that in and understand that we're just in a blessed spot. It's a very cool feeling to know this is where we are. What's going on, D. Kirshner? Good to see you on the stream, my friend. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to hop on, then we're gonna get into it today. Early adopters in a new asset class. Wow. That's just like, again, that's like being around in the commodities before gold and in the commodity space. It's like being around in the commodity, early adopter in the commodity space before silver hit the market, before palladium hit the market. This is where we are, guys. Crypto universe, that's exactly right. Gold, silver, and XRP without question. I'm telling you, this is an exciting time. I hope you realize that. I hope you guys get it. Big face, you own some assets that Wall Street doesn't own. You own some assets in VeChain that hedge funds that high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals don't own yet. And you own them. We own them. That's a pretty blessed spot to be. That's a pretty exciting place to be. All right, guys, let's get into it. I got to tell you, I am really, really excited about being an early adopter in this digital asset space. It is a really cool deal. What's going on, family? Good to see you guys today. Happy Friday, or Friday, as we like to say. D. Kirchner is here. Crypto Insomniac is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Crypto Universe, gold, silver, and XRP. How about that? Yeah. So VeChain is all the way up to a penny now. So it's back up to a penny now. Huh? How about that? I started buying it when it was a penny. So it's back up to a penny. That's very, very cool. Doing this thing, that Coinbase announcement has been huge. Although you don't need Coinbase to get your VeChain, you can go to Binance US and get your VeChain. You can definitely do that. So guys, listen, we're going to talk about BitPay being available now in the US. That is really exciting. The launches in the US. We're going to talk about the congressman, the chair for the FinTech task force, wanting to put together a sandbox, and he wants Mr. Brian Brooks from the OCC to head this sandbox initiative. That is really exciting. Shout out to Arturo Portilla for laying out some things from standard custody. We're going to cover that a little bit as well. But man, Michael at Val 5 links. Whoa, I mean, this is some news here. According to figures released by the Fed, the U.S. debt figure rose by 11.7% from the previous quarter to $55.9 trillion. $55.9 trillion. Whoa. That is troubling. But of course, what could be the answer? What's up, Givenson? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. What could be the answer? Could it be the digital dollar? Could it be the digital dollar project? Look, 11 people from Congress submitted something to the FinTech task force, I believe. 11 members, proposing adopting blockchain for this this new stimulus that's coming out. So, I mean, this is exciting times. Comedian Chuck Real, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. You use the Exodus wallet to buy VeChain? And Big Face No Cap, how you doing, my friend? How do you use the Exodus wallet to buy VeChain? I know that you could you use it with the Sync wallet to to hold VeChain, but I didn't know you could use Exodus to buy unless you're just converting. Are you converting? Yeah, so I mean, we're going to go over those things. I just think, listen, we're going to go over that article. I mean, what is the answer? What is the answer? 50 plus million, $55.9 trillion. Whoa. 11% increase from the previous quarter is not. Okay, so you buy Bitcoin, then convert. Got it. Big Face No Cap. Got it. You buy the BTC and then you convert. Yeah, I got to tell you, Coinbase, over $220 million exited off of Coinbase. 70 million deposited onto. I'm not sure if it's directly correlated, but Celsius, the monster, the beast that is Celsius.network, 70 million in deposits. I believe it was 70 million. Yeah, I think he said 70 million. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Exodus Wallet, Big Face No Cap. I have an Exodus Wallet myself. I didn't know that you can actually buy BTC on Exodus Wallet, but I do use Exodus for very, very small amounts. That was one of the first wallets that I picked up. Dave Santiago is in the building. Good to see you, Dave. Exodus has a built-in exchange powered by Kyber. Okay. Yeah, Data Dash is pretty high on Kyber too. I need to look into Kyber a little bit. Good to see you, my friend. Calculon is in the building. How are you, Calculon? Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Exodus wallet. I use it for my mining. The BTC that I mine, I send it over there. I only have one miner though, so it's not really that much, but Exodus doing their things. That's good to know, man. That is really good to know. Let me see. Okay. It only allows you to buy Bitcoin, but I convert that into other coins I want. They have over 100 coins in Exodus. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I love everything about the Exodus wallet. Also, guys, did you guys hear the news about Celsius.network and what they're doing? They're actually doing a funding round. You can own a piece of Celsius. By the way, who have set records in this industry, over $1 billion, 1.4 billion in deposits on the platform, maybe 1.8, something like that. I think it's 1.4 billion on deposits. They just had 17 million. I forget the number. Just last week. I may be getting the numbers wrong. What's going on, James Shepard? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Celsius is doing its thing. I'm going to try to find something where I can show you that. Yeah, so they're having a funding round. And guess what? No VCs, no venture capitalists allowed to invest in a company that has over $1 billion in deposits in less than, I believe, 3 years. All individuals. All Joes, individual, average Joe and James like ourselves. Now, in the U.S., you have to be an accredited investor. Each country has their own kind of thing. And the minimum investment is $1,000. And you own a piece, you own equity in Celsius. No VCs allowed. I love it. I love it. Haha. You liking the VeChain gains? I heard that, my friend. Yeah. I bought most of my VeChain at a penny. Most of it, 70% maybe. But I did get nice stashes, at 004 and 005. I did. I really did. Oh, nice. Calculon says, I'm cleaning up the house. Let me share this. Calculon says, cleaning up the house on vacay so I can rent it out. Gotcha. So I can buy more XRP, Stellar Lumens, Cardano, and VeChain. I hear that, Calculon. You got to do what you got to do, right? Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Absolutely. So, man, I'm really, really excited about that. Pay me money bags. Pay me money baggers. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. So it's Friday for sure. I wanted to get out. So actually, this is I've done 2 videos. One's coming out here in a few minutes, and the live stream. So that'll be 3 for today. But I got to tell you, really, really excited about the channel and what we're doing. The Generational Wealth Wednesdays is just amping up. Tons and tons of people hopping on. Guys, don't forget Generational Wealth Wednesday, every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where we talk generational wealth strategies. We talk how you put together a wealth team and why you want to have your own wealth team. What does a wealth advisor look like? What's the ins and outs? What makes for a good wealth advisor? Do you have a team of an accountant and a tax attorney, an estate tax attorney? Do you have a private investment banker? Do you know how to ask them the right questions, right? We read books together like Killing Sacred Cows and What Would the Rockefellers Do, right? We read those together by Garrett Gunner. So we read Garrett, what was his name? James Grubman's book, Strangers in Paradise, where we talked about when Moon, right? You go from the average Joe or Jane to when Moon, and now perhaps you're a high net worth individual. What do you do? How do you handle that money and that wealth? How do you prepare yourself and your family for that kind of sudden wealth? So we read books like that together as well. We talk about sound saving instruments, right? So on the generational wealth, Generational Wealth Wednesdays episodes, we talk our generational wealth formula, which is GW equals digital assets plus sound saving instruments multiplied by cash flow business, multiplied by a cash flow business. And we talk those things. We talk sound saving instruments. We talk what is a cash flow business. And obviously we talk digital assets as well. So guys, if you haven't had a chance to check that out, strongly encourage you to come hang out on a Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You know, very, very good hang. Oh, you're welcome, Calculon. You're absolutely welcome, my friend. The boiling crypto is in the building. What's going on? What is going on, my friend? So yeah, that 55.9 trillion, that's a problem. That's an interesting situation for the good old US of A. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know what they're going to do to try to get out of this mess. It seems like they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink. And I just heard another trillion to the banks. Interesting times. The Fed doing what they're doing. Interesting. And yet it takes weeks for them to get some stimulus money signed. I know it's passed in both the houses, I believe, and the president finally signed it for the next round of the stimulus. And when is it going to come? What is that going to look like? Curious to find out about that. You know, very curious to see when they're going to do that. Definitely pays to diversify thanks to VeChain. I'm positive. Oh, I hear that, my friend. Definitely pays to diversify thanks to VeChain. I am positive. I hear that. Yeah, I'm glad I got some VeChain than I did. Again, for my confidence and my belief, I should say, in that project, I should own more, especially when you consider the price, right? For me, I think like you got to up it up. You got to amp it up a little bit. You know what I mean? For the VeChain thing, without question. So what should we go over first? I'm really excited about the chair of the FinTech Task Force suggesting doing a crypto sandbox initiative with the OCC heading this thing. Brian Brooks, the acting head comptroller. We all know that Brian Brooks, former legal counsel at Coinbase, now over at the OCC, is a big-time digital assets fan. That's some really, really good news. It really, really is. I'm going to cover some of that. I'm not going to go over the whole thing because it is a fairly long read, but let's go over that for just a bit. This, my friends, speaks to where we're headed and how far we've come. Congressman Stephen Lynch supports the sandbox-like crypto pilots at the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller, Office of the Currency Control. I like it. So the chair of the FinTech Task Force, Congressman Stephen Lynch, who just introduced a bill for beer code supplies to be tracked on a blockchain. Did you guys know that? So a bill has been introduced for beer code supplies to be tracked on a blockchain. Stated he thinks it is great that the former chief legal counsel of Coinbase, Brian Brooks, is now acting comptroller of the currency of the OCC. Yeah. When asked during a telephone interview how acting comptroller Brooks would balance the oversight of large federal banks with crypto alternatives, Lynch said it's just great. There are too many bankers and U.S. agency leaders that did not grow up with this stuff and are afraid of change, this stuff, which is to our detriment. Acknowledging that is huge. Lynch had already asked his staff to reach out to Brooks's team at the OCC to see what infrastructure would support the acting comptroller. Maybe we can get help. Maybe we can help get these financial markets to give this stuff a try, said Lentz. And again, this is the FinTech Task Force chairperson. Okay, so that's big news. It's really, really big news. And further on in the article, it actually talks about Catherine Coley, who is the former Ripple's employee, who's now the CEO at Binance US, and that she was, they were looking into her because she had suggested doing a roundtable, having some roundtable discussions on digital assets and crypto in the space. So that's really, really good. So she might be part of that sandbox initiative as well. So that's really great news. You know, that's really, really good news. Maybe Sober's in the building. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Starting to Making is here. What's going on? Good to see you, Starting to Making. What's going on, XRP family? It's good to see you in the stream. So, I mean, that's really, listen, that is big news. I mean, I don't know if you guys had heard about that the FinTech Task Force chair suggesting a crypto sandbox initiative headed, if you will, and put together by the OCC, Mr. Brian Brooks. I mean, that is nothing but outstanding news for the digital asset space. That is, I got to tell you, outstanding news. It really is, guys. You make sure you guys check out that article. I mean, it is really, really outstanding news because we all know Brian Brooks. I mean, his stance is like banks need to adopt and they need to, make some changes. He's talking about crypto firms working better than banks. That's what he said. This is what he said. You know what I mean? I mean, that's outstanding. So great point, D. Kirshner. With XRP being the only crypto that has jumped through all the regulatory hoops, there shouldn't be much to decide. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if they do decide to use some type of DLT to get these next round of stimulus money out to people. It's gonna be really, really interesting to see how they do that. It really is. Guys, do me a favor, let people know on Twitter that we're going live here, talking digital asset space on Twitter. I would definitely appreciate that. We want more of us in this space. We need more of the average Joe and the average James to this space. Without question. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe. We're on a mad rush to get the channel to 5,000 subs without question. Really excited about being able to do that. So, I mean, guys, listen, this is the deal, right? This is really the deal. If Brian Brooks does this, I mean, I'm not sure if there's, a bigger guy in a position that's favorable for digital assets other than the former head of the what is that? The CFTC or whatever that is, Mr. Giancarlo, CFTC. I mean, between the Brian Brooks and Mr. Giancarlo, I mean, we're in a really good spot, right? Between those two, we're in a really, really good spot. And so, guys, listen, BitPay, U.S. card for the U.S. now. U.S. can finally get access to BitPay. What do you guys think about that? So BitPay just announced that they're launching the BitPay card in the U.S. What do you guys think about being able to now, if you want to spend your crypto on the card? It's a MasterCard logo. It's not Visa, but it's MasterCard. I mean, what do you guys think about that? BitPay. We all know how big they are. Not only got a card in the U.S. What else does that say? Does that say that we're moving further in terms of adoption? That they can offer this card in the U.S. now? It kind of says something about regulations. Don't you think? I think it kind of says something about regulations. If they're able to do that now in the U.S., I could see people just flocking to that, right? I remember when Coinbase, had the card for the U.S. I had it, and I used it. We went on a couple of trips on BTC, on BTC. So I think it's great. Exposure, I think, is absolutely, you're right, man. You're right, the bullying crypto exposure shoes. Exactly, maybe sober. And that's exactly the point. That is exactly the point. That is exactly the point. Maybe so says, I feel better with my money in cryptos rather than my savings account. Exactly. That's why I'm such a big fan of the Celsius network, made sober. Got to tell you. That's why I'm so excited about the Celsius network, because I can put that fiat currency over there, get paid weekly interest, 5, 6, 7% APY on fiat dollars. That is basically either USDC or Tether or, one of those stable coins. Get paid interest weekly. Why would I want to have it in a savings account? Why would I want to have it in a savings account? All right, take it out the savings, get on an exchange, put it into a particular stable coin, whatever that is. Now you can use your ACH, purchase the stable coin on Binance US. Shout out to Binance US. And then from Binance US, you can put it over to the Celsius thing. Easy 1, 2. Now you're earning weekly interest. The APY is 5, 6, 7%, as high as 11%. Are you kidding me? As high as 11% if you own some Cell tokens. 11%, guys. I don't know how much Cell you have to do to get it up to 11%. But let's see how much is Cell going for right now. Let's see something. Let's go to livecoinwatch.com. My preferred. Screw coin market cap. Screw Coinbase and screw coin market cap. Screw them. Celsius token right now is 25 cents. So it's 4 for $1 there. Some people make some big time money when they got in that ICO 25x right now. I'm sure they 25x'd it. So 25 cents for Celsius. So depending on the amount of Cell you get, it raises the interest on your stable coins. So I got to tell you, big fan. Link in the description in all of my videos for Celsius and for Binance US, who now you can go on there and use your bank or your bank card and purchase your digital assets. You don't have to go that BTC route. And if you want to just deposit US dollars with your bank card and your ACH, you can do that also. Binance US is doing its thing. You know what I mean? Absolutely, Boy Crypto. You definitely want to check it out and use the link in my description, so you don't get fished for sure. But do your homework, man. Check out a bunch of videos, a bunch of AMAs on YouTube. I love the AMAs, especially when you can do you can watch the ones that are not from Celsius, if you will, but be an interview by another party. I find those to be not necessarily the most informative, but I think overall the best, because you get in an interview, you can maybe ask some more tough questions. But the AMAs on Celsius Network on the YouTube channel are great as well. But I spent over 1.5 years checking out Celsius personally, because I entered this space in 2016 in the very, very risky platform, which is HYIPs, high yield investment platforms. So anytime I would hear interest on your assets, I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Because I had heard about the Celsius and BlockFi and Salt and ETH all back in those days. And I'm like, after my experience with these other ones, I'm like, no, no, no. But I just kept watching, Googling this Alex Mashinsky dude. Who is this dude? Does he really live in New York? Is he really a serial entrepreneur? Did he really have 2 unicorns? Did he really raise over $1 billion and take companies to IPOs? All that stuff. I found out it was all true. And the more and more I watched, the more and more I said, this dude is for me and you. He is for the average Joe and Jane. Unlike Coinbase, who is completely VC backed, venture capital backed, and they just, every time you turn around, they're screwing the platform holders. That's why over $200 million was taken off, 220 million taken off of Coinbase. I mean, selling this software, if you will, to the IRS, and which is messing around with people's privacy in a lot of ways. And then 220 million off of Celsius, off of Coinbase, 70 million onto Celsius.network. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Crypto Phantom is in the building. XRP 5% in the house. Oh, how about that? Good for you, brother. Good to see you in the stream. Wi-Fi Lifestyles Review. How you doing, my friend? Good afternoon to you. What are your thoughts around moving your digital asset investments from exchange to a personal wallet, and wallets you recommend? Well, certainly you want cold storage wallets, my friend, without question. And the one I recommend is the Ledger. The Ledgers, either the S or the X. Trezor is obviously good. LEPALs are great. I have 2 of each. And I have the Exodus wallet, but I have 2 of each for, I believe in just kind of separating them. I don't like putting all of them on one. And I also think that, so to have 2 of each was an investment, but I think it's just better to spread things out. But one of the more popular ones is definitely the Ledger Nano S. LEPAL is great too. But yeah, definitely off the exchanges, because when you can, definitely off the exchanges. Listen, the exchanges make money off you leaving your assets there, and you don't make any, right? So always remember that they make money off of you leaving your stuff there, because they sell them out to other people. So, and that's why I like Celsius. Binance US is starting to do it, but everybody's taking their lead from Celsius. Celsius was the first platform where you could deposit your assets, make this kind of interest, if you will, on your assets. And then BlockFi came around, Nexo and Cred and all those different things, trying to mimic and copy. But me personally, anybody who's promoting BlockFi with a link in the description is only about the affiliate stuff, only about this BlockFi has been a disaster for the platform holders. You're welcome, Wi-Fi. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you, Crypto Phantom. I appreciate that. I appreciate that big time. It's always great to come hang out with the community, man. I tell you, I love to do it. Absolutely do love to do it. I feel bad for the traditional space and these financial planners. I got to tell you. Because if they don't up their game and get familiar with digital assets, they're going to just be worked right around. They're going to be, I mean, what are you going to tell someone to put their place and put their money in the stock market, which is risky gambling? And in addition to being risky and gambling, the actual, not average, but the actual rate of return on the investment is 4% or less. It's more like 3%. The actual return. If they don't know about digital assets, they don't know about platforms like Celsius Network, where someone can take their fiat dollar, turned it into digital dollars and in the form of a stable coin, and earn 6, 7, 8% and as much as 11%. If they're not familiar with that, it's going to be a major workaround. Maybe someone says my ledger next to silver looks nice. Yeah, I tell you, I sold all my gold and silver when I first started purchasing XRP, but I am looking forward to getting back and owning more um, gold and silver. And I'm really thinking in terms of gold, I want to check out I Trust Capital and see how that looks, what that looks like. I'm not so sure about anything else there. But I want to look into the gold thing. And the only reason why I say I just, 7,000 a year, unless you have something that you're rolling over 401k or TSP or something, then that would be great because all your future purchases, again, if you do the Roth, would be great type of deal. So I like the guys over at iTrust. I spoke with the CEO over there, nice guy, honest guy. And I do like that. I like that he spoke the truth. He spoke honest with me on the phone, and I really did like that. So that's what you want, customer service to be outstanding. You want people to be honest and not trying to just move their product. So I didn't get that at all from the CEO. I got honest, transparent from the guys over there. iTrust, I got to tell you. And I don't have any link in the descriptions for iTrust, but my conversation with him was really, really outstanding. So I'm going to look into the gold aspect of it to start getting some gold. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So BitPay, let's go over this BitPay, guys. I mean, again, exposure is cool. Again, the XRP community may be a little bit on the more, I don't know, advanced. I mean, we're all looking forward to, Kava. Listen, you can already do collateralized loans on Celsius network. You can take, whether it be right now, they got 25% LTV and 1% interest. 1% interest. Yeah. What happened here? There it is. So BitPay launches prepaid MasterCard in the United States. The first MasterCard prepaid card in the U.S. market for the blockchain community. BitPay, the largest global blockchain payments provider, today introduces the BitPay card, the first MasterCard prepaid card, a lot of cards going on, for crypto users in the United States. The BitPay card enables customers to instantly convert crypto into fiat currency, which is then loaded onto the card and can be spent anywhere MasterCard is accepted around the world. Customers can also use their cards online for purchases and to withdraw cash from ATMs. I believe I read in here earlier that there's no fee for the conversion, but let's see. The BitPay card offers new benefits and features for consumers, making it easier to convert Bitcoin and other cryptos into a spendable balance without currency risk. The BitPay card offers a safe, smart, and fast way to convert crypto to a fiat currency without conversion fees. Very, very nice. The BitPay card supports, here we go, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, XRP, and stablecoins, USDC, GUSD, Paxos, and Binance USD. If you want to sign up, you can go to bitpay.com/card. Pretty cool. So 4 digital assets and some stable coins. So again, you're not going to earn any interest there, but you can put the fiat dollars on there and just spend the fiat dollars and not spend your digital assets. Just saying. Where am I at here? I think the stablecoin part is pretty cool because then you're not spending the digital assets. Hey, Joseph C is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Hola, brother. Hola, hombre. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some more I don't know. I promised Miss Crypto Siege that we would really level up our sound savings investment, and which is the dividend paying whole life insurance policy. So we got to get that by July 1st. Technically we could do August, but after that, I'll start buying more. Robinhood has debit cards too. Someone just commented on one of my videos. Oh, Robinhood. No. Uphold, maybe I would use if Uphold had something, but Robinhood, I don't trust. Yeah, and so and the thing about gold, and silver is really more of a hedge. It's not really for investment purposes. It's really to help kind of hedge or continue to maintain overall value of your assets. Just Jaycon. I get it. You're right in terms of profit. Think about it: 1,700 to 2,000. Yeah. So it's more of an asset that you hold to kind of help maintain the value of your wealth, not necessarily, buy low and sell high type of deal. That's not really how gold and silver is, and really not really what BTC is. Really, that's why the 1% of the 1% talk about BTC and holding it. That's what Rich Dad says, Robert Kiyosaki. That's what Alex Mashinsky says. He says you don't want to be spending the BTC. It's about adding value to your wealth portfolio, attaining and holding it. But that's why I totally get it. Yeah, the boiling crypto. Absolutely. Let me know if you do want to do that, because I do know a guy. Because it's not just about having the policy. It is about the concept and how you build wealth around that, in and around that policy. That's what it's about. Unfortunately, 99% of the agents out there have no clue about the concept. And in fact, and quite frankly, how to structure it the right way. If you don't have it structured the right way, it will do you harm than good. So yeah, absolutely. Reach out to me, man. If you're my friend, if you're interested in doing that, I use this for my channel. This email. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Uh-oh, an error occurred. Was this broadcast deleted on Facebook? Uh-oh, what happened? I don't know. I have to check Facebook. They said it got deleted. But there is my that's my email, the boiling crypto. If you wanna, I'll hook you up with a guy who can definitely take care of you. Who's very familiar how to structure these properly. And again, we recommended some books for you to read on that concept too, because again, it's not about the policy; it's about the concept of building wealth around it. Once you learn about it, the boiling crypto, you will be 100% hooked. You will be 100% hooked. The 702J Project is a good book to read, but Becoming Your Own Banker is the best book that you can read by R. Nelson Nash. Becoming Your Own Banker. Hopefully, the Facebook thing, I try to stream on this channel and on my Facebook page. Oh, you're welcome to Boiling Crypto. You're welcome, my friend. Crypto Phantom says, what do you think about the Fed flooding the market till the end of 2021? That's one of the things that the 55.9 trillion is not a good look. Do you think that will affect the bull run for XRP and hold the price down until then? Probably. Probably. Yeah, and that's unfortunate, but probably. I had always thought thought January and February of 2021 for XRP personally. Yeah, James, definitely want to get that. You want to understand the concept, really. R. Nelson Nash, Becoming Your Own Banker. It's about the concept. It's not about the policy. Once you get the concept, I've read that book at least twice. I got the DVD series, 10-hour seminar. I've gone through 1.5 of those DVDs. I've read, I don't know, 4 books on it because I want to get the concept behind it. I want to get the concept. Once I get that concept behind it, in fact, the concept is what the Dallas Cowboys CEO, what's his name? I forget his name. That's how he built his wealth. He built his wealth around that concept using those policies. A lot of people don't know that. Frank McGillicuddy is in the building. What's going on, my friend? The 20 or so trillion in Nostra Vostos. We'll see. They, the old heads in the banking system have to be open to letting that happen. We all know that the technology to free up those, trillions of dollars is there in XRP, ODL, Ripple. We know it's there. Will they let it happen? Will they let it happen? It's there. It's available. It's not if. It's not like, man, we got to come up with something that can free up these trillions of dollars. This is killing the economy. It's killing us. I mean, they don't have to think about it. It's there. It's available. Right? The technology is here. It is upon us. It's just whether or not they will choose to use it. And part of that is regulations, I'm sure. But hey, President just signed this new executive order, regulatory free order, or regulatory relief, he called it. We're in this regulatory relief era now. So there's really no excuses. There's really no excuses. And that's a lot. When you're talking about trillions of dollars freed up for that's a lot. It really is a lot. Which reminds me of Mr. Babakug saying that a 2,000 per XRP is already there. It's already a done deal. I was going to ask him, like, why a 2,000 and who wants it to be 2,000? Not for us. They don't care about what we think it should be. Why 2,000? Because his thing is he's on the inside. He's part of a wealthy, supposedly part of this really wealthy family on the inside, right? And this whole 2,000 thing has already been determined per 2,000 per XRP. Why 2,000? And who wants it to be at 2,000? It's my thing. Who wants it to be at 2,000? We all know the community wants it to be at 2,000, but we don't have a say in that. We're not at that table, right? We're not on the golf clubs. We're not in at the poker tables, right? Who wants that? We're not in that club. Who wants it to be 2,000? Who is it? Let me know, Baba Cugs. Mr. Cugs, I want to know who wants that thing to be at 2,000. Who? Who is that? So where's the article on the 55? Let's go here. We'll cover that for just a bit. It's a problem, but there's an answer. There's an answer for 10 to 20 trillion. There is an answer to free that up. That's a big dent. Think about 10 or 20 trillion that could be freed up. That is a big dent. Where is it? Michael, here it is. According to figures released by the Fed, the U.S. Department, I read that already. Let's go to the article. CoinSpeaker, shout out to coinspeaker.com. U.S. debt profiles mount to 55.9 trillion ending 11-year economic expansion, ending it. The biggest debt jump comes from the side of businesses. It increased by 18.8%. Meanwhile, so we're talking about corporate debt. Meanwhile, the U.S. federal government debt is up 14.3%. While every nation is affected by the beer cold disease that forced a lockdown of top economies in the first quarter of the year, recent figures show that the world's largest economy had an unprecedented economic hit that can be predicted. According to figures released by the Fed, the U.S. debt figures rose 11.7% from the previous quarter to 55.9 trillion. This humongous figure ended an 11-year period of massive economic expansion the United States had recorded. The implications of this debt figure might put a strain on a rebounding economy, though there are projections of a fast recovery. Based on the data available to CNBC, total non-financial by 11.7% to 59 trillion. Total net worth amidst the dwindling stock market dropped from 110 trillion to 7.4 trillion from 110 trillion. While equity stock fell by 7.8 trillion, Wall Street saw the positive performance of key factors like real estate, whose value surged by 400 billion in the first quarter. Whoa, is that right? So think about that, 55.9 trillion. And there is available to the good old US of A DLT technology in the form of XRP, the ledger, Codius, ILP. There's technology out there that can free up tens of trillions of dollars. Let's just say 10. Do you realize what a massive dent that is in that total debt? If you can free up 10 trillion by using a digital asset like XRP, and we know it, they know it because Chris Lawson, David Schwartz, and Brad Garlinghouse have been advising them. So they know that trillions can be freed up. It's just, will they? It's just, will they? And they can't say regulatory clarity and regulations and all of that stuff and a lack thereof, a lack of regulation clarity. They can't say that anymore. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see, will they take advantage of this technology? Will they take advantage of this technology? GDLT is in the building. What's going on, GDLT? Good to see you in the stream, brother. Guys, make sure you follow GDLT on YouTube. He's doing his thing over there for sure. Exactly, Frank McGillicuddy. That's just what I'm saying. For 10 to 30 trillion, I think that they be doing these things just for that. Just for that. Do you realize the dent that will make? I mean, that's a major dent. You know what I mean? Major dent. Eric Williams is here. What's going on, Eric? Good to see you in the stream, bro. So that's the deal, right? I mean, that could be massive. That could be really, really massive. And so again, they could say 55.9 trillion, but you and I, those of us in the digital asset space, and more importantly in the XRP community, say, hey, we have an answer. There's an answer available. You don't have to go out and create something. You don't have to put together a sandbox initiative, right? We don't have to come together and try to put something on the moon. No. It's been created and it's available. And it can wipe out trillions upon trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. It can free it up. If it's freed up, If you can take away this whole nostro vostro thing and all this need for pre-funding, it's you can do a lot of things with those trillions of dollars, and you can begin to enact more of the velocity of money that is not currently in the system. It is at a standstill. So that's the answer. XRP is the answer. It's just, will they make a decision to use it? That's a great point, Frank. Hey, what I haven't heard once in the last couple of months is, how are you going to pay for that? Yeah. There's an answer out there available to free up the trillions. And then, they can do what they will with it. But at least if you can free it up, that's a massive win for the nation, for the economy, and probably the global economy, since everything is based on the U.S. dollar as the world reserve currency. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream. It has been an absolutely outstanding hangout. Good to hang out with you guys, for sure. Guys, never, ever forget this. You, my friends, are playing a game that 99.99% of the masses don't even know is being played. And you're winning. You're winning, my friends. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.